Godard's constellation of scars, she uses figurative speech such as metaphor and personification to help propel her points. In one quote, she shares, "The memories she had are no longer alive and playing in her head, and her own personal truth is no longer able to survive." In this quote, the personification of the memories helps the reader understand the significance of her grandmother's memories and the significance of the loss of her grandmother. In the loss of her grandmother, the truth also can disappear. While she still knows the truth about her grandmother's life, many try to deny it and try to force her to deny the truth as well. In another quote, she shares, "Her journey is not easy as she trudges through the heaviest mud on earth that collects on the soles of her rough feet." In this quote, I found significance in the words "through the heaviest mud on earth." Here I see a metaphor that represents generational trauma. So the heavy mud is the generational trauma, and that weight is still placed onto her. So the past experience of her ancestors is still carried with her, and she still has to fight through the same hardships. And finally, the last quote I have is, "She looks back, the constellation of stars fill up the long house behind her with her bundle safe in the middle. Her ancestors are there to remind her that they know exactly who she is." In this quote, it becomes clear that the constellation of stars is in fact her ancestors and that they're there to support her. And then later on in the poetic essay that she has written, she talks about her voice and how she has found it to speak out about the issues and hardships her and her ancestors have faced. And she talks about wanting to make change so that way she doesn't have to pass the same world on to the next generation. And I think this quote just is really significant because it ties together the entire piece, using the metaphor for stars being the ancestors.